Hey bread gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe. In today's video, I want to chat to you guys about ZOMEDICA, so ticker symbol ZOM. In particular, I want to have a look at the price action, so looking at where the price currently is, where I believe it's going to go to on this road to $4. And also, there's some exciting news that came out fairly recently for ZOMEDICA that I'd like to share with you guys and explain why that's exciting and also what the possible outcomes could be going forward. But before I get into today's video, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads, especially if you're invested in ZOMEDICA or you're thinking about getting invested in it. With that being said, let's get this bread. So the short flow right now is sitting at 15.42%, and that equates to 147 million shares that are on loan to short sellers. The more this increases and as the price starts increasing, it's all right now because the price is decreasing, so short sellers are like, you know what, that's it, like we're gonna make big bank on this. But the minute the price starts increasing, then short sellers could potentially start getting trapped, start buying to cover, create demand within the market. So if I have a look at the chart of ZOM, in particular looking at the daily chart, the price is below that 20 moving average. But funny enough, the price from my last video, the price actually broke above that 20 moving average. It gapped above it, and there was a lot of momentum and a lot of shares, basically a huge volume that was traded that day. So the volume of 79.8 million shares, way higher than the average volume that gets traded of 24 million shares. But the bears actually brought the price down and closed bearish. So this session was interesting because I was waiting to see if the 20 moving average was going to basically flip roles from resistance to support, like dynamic resistance to dynamic support. But this wasn't the case because the bears actually brought the price back down below the 20 moving average, and it's still serving as a good resistance at the moment. The gap up actually headed up towards to test this resistance. So the resistance that was previously a support, as you can see, the price came back down, created a temporary support, and then the price broke that support. The bulls brought the price back above it, which pretty much is support coincides with the moving average as well. So the price gapped way above it from 58 cents all the way up to 69 cents. But the bears brought the price back down below that support and also below the 20 moving average. So the 20 moving average and the price actually fluctuate between this level, the level of 57 cents. So either makes this level a resistance, i.e. getting the price below it, or makes it level a support, i.e. getting the price above it. But the 1st of October, the price gapped above that. So basically breaking above that resistance, and the bears actually brought it back down. So this resistance, 57 cents, is serving as a good resistance. And not only that, the price being below the 20 moving average is also serving as a good resistance. So the minute the price gets above this 20 moving average and stays above it for a couple of sessions, this could potentially be the start to a very good rally heading upwards, seeing as a lot of eyes are on this 20 moving average at the moment. So even though the price is below the 20 moving average, it's actually sandwiched between the 20 moving average and the 50-cent support. So a support base that was created before the gap high. So basically the 30th of September or the 1st of October is when the bulls try to pretty much accumulate a lot of demand and send this price above the 20 moving average. But this is a good support base. So we see what the price is saying this week. So if the price basically stays above the 50-cent support, then it's likely that it's going to break the 20 moving average. This is the case, then the price is likely to head up to test that 57-cent resistance. And there's a big chance that the price might actually just fluctuate between 50 cents and 58 cents. So basically just within this range before it actually breaks out. So if it heads up, breaks the 20 moving average and stays above that, then it's very likely that the price will break this 58-cent resistance. But there's also the chance that the bears break this 50-cent support. And if this is the case, then the price is likely to head down to this level. So head down to the level of roughly around 45 cents, which is a good support at the moment. Basically between 45 cents and if you bring all the way back. So basically between 45 cents and 38 cents is a good support zone. So if the price breaks that 50-cent support and heads down towards 45 cents, then there's likely going to be a lot of like bullish activity within the market. So you're likely going to see green candles around this area. However, the price may not get to 45-cent level because it just has to break that 50-cent support at the moment. And I believe that's potentially good support. So we'll just wait to see what the price says. So if we move on from the daily chart to the weekly chart, just to see where the price could potentially go in the next couple of weeks, and the price is actually still below that 20 moving average, which the 20 moving average is still serving as a good resistance at the moment. So there's still, technically speaking, there's still a bearish trend in play right now, but it looks like the price wants to head down to test the support at 45 cents. So that support is actually a major support. On the daily chart, remember I was saying between 45 cents and 38 cents is a support zone. So this support zone actually coincides with a good weekly support that's been tested. It was tested, basically formed on the 9th of September as a resistance and broken pretty much on the 4th of January. So the price came back down to test it on the 16th of August. So if this support still holds on the weekly chart, then there's a good chance that the price on the weekly chart will actually head back up to test that 20 moving average, and not only test the 20 moving average but potentially break it. And if this is the case, then on the weekly, then we just basically have one resistance to get through, and that resistance is 97 cents. So for a lot of people, 97 cents is a good level to get to for ZOM, like $1 and then beyond that, because that 97 cents hasn't really been seen since effectively June. So it'll be nice to see the 97 cents level being reached. So despite there being a lot of bearish candles and the price just gradually falling and basically staying low, the bearish momentum on the MACD seems to be decreasing. So that dead cross that was very strong on the MACD, pretty much from April, the dead cross was formed, and the bears basically kept that dead cross open. The dead cross is actually coming to an end, or it looks like it's coming to an end. And also looking at the histogram, the bearish momentum is actually decreasing, is gradually decreasing week by week. So we'll just wait to see if a golden cross gets formed, especially seeing as the price is around the support at 50 cents and close to the support at 45 cents. So 50 cents on the daily chart and 45 cents on both the daily chart and the weekly chart. So we'll see if the golden cross gets formed, and not only gets formed but actually maintains for a couple of sessions and getting stronger. And how you'll know this is if you have a look at the histogram, if the bullish momentum is actually getting bigger. So the bars on the histogram are getting bigger and bigger and a deep green color. So that's pretty much how you know that it's good. So if the bullish momentum is getting stronger, then it's more than likely that the price is going to get above that 20 moving average and head up towards that $1 resistance. So guys, an important fundamental news on ZOMEDICA is that there was an article published on the 1st of October. ZOMEDICA Corp, a veterinary health company creating point-of-care diagnostic and therapeutic products for companion animals, today announced that it had acquired the Pulse veterinary technology businesses for $70.9 million in an all-cash stock transaction. ZOMEDICA, despite the price actually being low, basically below $1, and it seems like there's no recovery in sight, they're actually making moves. They're making serious money moves. They're acquiring companies, all cash stock transaction, which means that, look, the company on paper, it looks bad, right? Well, in terms of price, on paper, it looks bad, but the company is actually doing a lot of things that could secure the future going forward. I mean, they've made this acquisition of Pulse Vet, and one of the good things about company acquisitions is that, look, the company ZOM that's acquiring Pulse Vet, they will not just be acquiring the company, but they will be acquiring the IP, they'll be acquiring the products, all of that. So this will actually diversify or potentially diversify ZOMEDICA's product range or knowledge base or IP range. All of that, it will diversify the company very well. So diversification is actually key to a business actually expanding and growing and getting stronger, going from strength to strength. So all of this is actually really good, but you're not going to see, or you potentially wouldn't see the effects of this for many months to come, because obviously a lot of investors are looking at this, the acquisition is really good, but acquisitions, let's face it, could go south. You could acquire a company and then realize that, look, on paper that company looked good, but in reality it's actually costing us money. There's no direction that we can give this company, etc. It doesn't fit within our mantra, all of that. So it could go south, but let's hoping that it actually goes a lot higher or gets a lot better. ZOM as a company goes from strength to strength. But guys, just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my thoughts and opinions on what I believe the ZOMEDICA's price is going to do going forward based on data that I'm seeing. So make sure you guys do your background DD basically find out if ZOM is the right investment for you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads, especially if you're invested in ZOM or any stocks that I cover on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, let me know this is the kind of content you guys like to see, and I'll definitely be coming at you with regular updates. And also comment below, let me know your thoughts on ZOMEDICA. Are you invested in it? Do you like the company? Do you just like the stock? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.